Damn it. I should not have made a video this week listing my 5 favorite movies of the summer. Oh, because this one just skyrocketed to the top of the list. Oh yes, I'm talking about War for the Planet of the Apes. Yup, I really love this movie. Holy shit, this movie was great. And yeah, just to be clear, this is a spoilers review. I'm gonna be talking spoilers in here. So if you've seen the movie, you can stay here. If you've not seen the movie, we'll go watch it first and come here unless you want to be spoiled by it. So yeah, here we go. I mean, wow, this is the movie I was looking for the most this summer, and yeah, I'm happy to say it did not disappoint me at all. It just excelled expectations. This movie was so great as like the past 2 movies have been. And Rise was so good, and then Dawn was so good, and I was expecting War for the Planet of the Apes to be so good, and it was great. It was great. I really loved it. Andy Serkis was great in the role of Caesar again. He was awesome. I mean, this movie really focused on him. He was really great in that role. And the way the movie started off, I mean, you have these like army guys. They're like Woody Harrelson's guys. You don't see Woody Harrelson yet, but you hear him. But they're of course going in and trying to take out some apes. Of course, they even have like this big giant gorilla who's helping him or helping them. And yeah, that's just like a thing about the movie, that there are apes on the human side or with Woody Harrelson's group of soldiers that, yeah, they are actually on their side wanting to take down the Caesar's apes. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting. And they see like them like getting the winning side of the apes at the start, and then of course Caesar comes in, and then they capture the soldiers, and then they let him go, which is weird. I mean, they let him go. You also see some other ape, like a white ape named Winter, like betray him later. But yeah, the storyline was so good in this movie, and I love the fact it really like focused on Andy Serkis's like Caesar character in this movie. And I think it focused way more on his character on this movie than the past two. Of course, we had James Franco, of course, being probably the key role in the first movie. And then the second movie, he kind of shared time with Jason Clarke's family. But really, it was just like, it was an emotional journey for Caesar, because when you first see Woody Harrelson in the movie, you see that he killed his wife and his son, which was brutal, because we got to know like the wife and son a little bit in the past movie, and in this movie we saw the wife and the son, of course the little son too, that did not die, of course, that hid away from Woody Harrelson. But I mean, yeah, I knew Woody Harrelson was gonna be pretty much an antagonist in this movie, but I mean, I didn't think he was gonna be this ruthless, killing like the apes. Of course, he didn't know it was like the wife and son of Caesar. That was like, yeah, he didn't know that, but he's ruthless in general. I mean, the way he takes control of these, like, I mean, people is just like his soldiers is great. And of course, there's conflict with other humans, because other humans don't like his tactics, and they come to the end of the movie and they want to kill them. And of course, they kind of want to kill the apes too, but they don't like these other soldiers that Woody Harrelson's got. So it's like, that's like Woody Harrelson's trying to like build that wall then, which I'll get to in a bit. Also, one thing I want to point out, that War for the Planet of the Apes might be a misleading title. I think it is for maybe some going into the movie thinking it's going to be a straight up war movie. This is not a war movie at all. I mean, I think what they want to emphasize that the war has been going on, and this is just a little part towards the end of the war. And I thought it was really great. I'm not sure a war movie would have between the humans and the apes would have been as great as this one, but this one was really good. I mean, yeah, of course, Caesar wants to get revenge on Woody Harrelson's character in the movie, and he takes along, of course, Maurice. I forget the other, like the gorilla he's hanging around, and the other guy, Rocket. And then they meet, what's his name? Bad Ape. Holy crap, Steve Zahn. He stole the show some of this movie. He was a comedic relief, because if he did not have Bad Ape in here and Steve Zahn as Bad Ape, this would have been a really dark movie. And yeah, and the comedic relief really helped in this movie to just get away from the dark tone a little bit. You see when he has like the binoculars, he says, so small. And yeah, I love the way he talked. I mean, he was just like, I mean, such a cool part of this movie, seeing Bad Ape. I mean, seeing more of the best was pretty awesome. I thought it was pretty cool. And of course, we see the little girl, and it's Nova from the original Planet of the Apes movies. I haven't seen the original Planet of the Apes movies. So I know there was a girl in there, or a woman in there named Nova, and they bring her in this one. It's kind of interesting seeing her how she gets her name when Maurice hands her like that part of a car. It says Nova on it, and then she wants to be called Nova, I guess. Or Maurice calls her Nova. I think that was Maurice calling her Nova. Also, going back to this movie not being what I expected, which it wasn't, that's not a bad thing, because I didn't really expect much, like, the things that happen in this movie to happen, and the things that happened were, of course, like, Woody Harrelson's group catching all the apes that, like, Caesar kind of abandoned with Maurice and Rocket and the other gorilla, and I thought that was, like, yeah, this was, like, that was like key moment, just seeing all those apes captured. Then they captured Caesar, which I didn't think would have happened. And of course, Caesar has to work and building that wall, of course. And the wall's not even going to work, which is like weird. But they had to build it anyways. And yeah, but just see Caesar in like a leadership role, taking like the whip to his back, which is like brutal. And then you see like Woody Harrelson just like monstrously kill these, like some of these apes. He shoots an ape in the head, which was like brutal. I mean, yeah, he was like a ruthless character. You see the end of this movie where he's like, of course he speaks about like the disease, like kind of mutating into something that takes kind of like the vocal, like takes away a human's vocal like thing or whatever. Right? They can't really speak. They kind of talk like ape. That's like Nova was speaking. You see Woody Harrelson at the end. He like, of course, he's mentioned he like killed his son because he had the disease that took away his like talking way. He was talking, and he just really hated that disease. He hated it so much that he actually killed himself at the end, and that was brutal because like Caesar was going in there. He actually admitted to Maurice that like, oh, he's gonna be Copa. And I really like that part of the movie. I'll get to that in a bit, but yeah, he's haunted by Koba, and he admits to Maurice that, yeah, he is a lot like Koba from the previous movies, that, yeah, he wants to kill this human, and he doesn't give a shit about it. He's just, like, admitting it. He goes in there expecting to kill Woody Harrelson, and Woody Harrelson's just laying there, all, like, drunk, bleeding, and he's like, I gotta take my own life. I can't stand being part of this disease and talking like an ape like you. That's, like, yeah, that's brutal. And then you see the battle at the end. I mean, Caesar being all badass, blowing up that tank, and then of course you see the gorilla that was the traitor that they call a donkey. They call all the apes donkeys that they like the military that like had, and of course he just like the rocket launcher to the guy who shot like Caesar with the arrow, and that was like brutal. I mean, yeah. Then the escape, the way they escaped was just like crazy. You feared for all the monkeys' life, even like Maurice's life. I thought he was like probably gonna die, but I'm glad he didn't. And then, of course, like, just hiding on the ground, of course. You see Bad Ape in there a lot, just, like, being the comic relief, as I said. It was pretty good. But, man, at the end, the humans really hated each other. I mean, you see all the other military come in and just try to wipe out what was left of Woody Harrelson's military men. Even after Caesar blew that, like, shit up, they were like, yeah, we're gonna go in there with, like, hazmat suits, of course. But of course, that set up a big avalanche, and you see like some of the military point their guns at Caesar, and then you see the avalanche come down like over them, and it's like, guess that's it for the humans in this part of the land. So yeah, they of course, yeah, Caesar has an arrow stuck in him, and once they get to where they wanted to be, we see that Caesar, well, yeah, it's just not gonna end well for him at the end, but actually it did end well for him because this is what he wanted. He wanted to give like the apes a place to live that was peaceful, had water. That was like, yeah, I thought that was like just a great way to end this trilogy. I mean, see Caesar, like, I mean, of course we're crying and like after he dies. I mean, being with him through this trilogy, but boy, just see him like in that place. I mean, Andy Serkis played him so well, as I said, and he was great. I really love Andy Serkis' role. Probably his best performance in any movie ever. This was like just great for him in this movie, and just to see where they ended up. And yeah, this prequel trilogy was great. I mean, it's almost pretty much as great. I might have to go back to watch the original Planet of the Apes movies, but I'll probably be disappointed, or, well, I'll probably lower my expectations because this trilogy was so great with Rise, Dawn, and War. Even though it wasn't really a war movie, but yeah, but I really enjoyed it. This is my favorite movie of the summer. I mean, it's gonna be hard to top this movie. Dunkirk comes out next week, so hopefully that's really good. But Dawn of the Planet, or War of the Planets, was so good. God damn, I want to give her a perfect score. I might hold back. I don't know. No. I'm gonna go 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go 10 out of 10. I'm not holding back. 10 out of 10. This was a fantastic movie in my eyes. I mean, I just can't think of anything negative. This was a great movie. I really loved it. I mean, yeah, tell me what you thought about this movie in the comments below. I probably missed some spoilers and missed some stuff in the movie. I mean, the storyline was, yeah, I thought it was very, very great. I mean, just see it end this way was just a joy to my eyes. It was awesome. So yeah, just tell me what you thought below. What do you think about the movie? Are you really, really happy with this movie as I am? Yeah, tell me down below. You can check out my channel for more of this later. More movie reviews and other stuff. Yeah, check out my channel. So until next time, you folks, I will see you goons later. Apes, together, strong. Yeah, I'm out.